We were all training to be Jedi every single week. We had a tiered program. The older kids were the masters. We were the Padawans. We got up to night. And during church, there's a church camp. Dude, there would be 30 kids range age 6 to maybe 12 chasing this 18-year-old. And he was just
Sean here. Oh, welcome everybody.
Not another abnormal intro. Is this what I think it means?
So we have another guest for you, and this one's exciting.
Yes.
Our friend Alex, he has a growing YouTube channel. He's poured a ton of time and effort into this channel. The videos are freaking hilarious, and they're really, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
So we're bringing him on here because he actually lives out in YouTube world now. He's moved down to Texas. He's connected with so many faces. You'll even hear Mr. Beast's name dropped once or twice. He's got some stuff going on, and it is fascinating. So we can't wait. So let's get to it. Alex, we're glad to have you. Thanks for joining Sawn Squared podcast. How you doing, my friend?
You're right. I think it broke again. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I hear you.
Great start.
Alex, thanks for joining us here on Shawn Squared. You started as a filmmaker. You did everything from wedding filmmaking to commercials. You even had a few instances like with Patrick Mahomes. You've done narrative, but now you've kind of sold out. You've sold out to YouTube, and you moved to Texas, to be frank. So why YouTube and why Texas?
I actually started with YouTube before filmmaking. Way before filmmaking, I found YouTube first when I was a little kid. And I was like, I want to do YouTube. I want to make videos. I would look up how people did like the white cyc wall because Tobuscus did it. And I was like, how do you do that? And it was all filmmaking tutorials. I was like, I don't care about filmmaking. You know what I mean? But later in life, I found filmmaking. And then I eventually wrapped back around to YouTube because when I found filmmaking, I am a creative. I love filmmaking because it's an amalgamation of every single art form, and I love all kinds of art. And if it doesn't include it, you can make a film about that art. So I love it. But when you're directing, when you start getting into the industry, you really start to realize how many limitations there are in terms of not only the medium of film or video production in the traditional media space, but also the logistics, going through producers, trying to get budgets. You're not going to be seen if it's not high quality, or you're not going to be taken seriously and being able to make it a career and all this stuff. And so I actually fell out of being a director and started going into being more of a director of photography, but I still had this creative vision that I wanted to bring to life, not just imagery. And YouTube, in my opinion, is the forefront of so much of just like the ideology of where the world is even heading in terms of producing anything. The things you learn on YouTube, I feel like are going to transcend a bunch of stuff. There's a reason why Mr. Beast, who got to the top and really learned a lot from YouTube, is now in the top 1% doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I think that's very core to YouTube itself, but also I can do whatever I want. The distribution's already there, and I can make really high quality movies, but also I can make all this really stupid ideas I just want to do, and people will love it. People will find it. I don't have to worry about anything else. And if I am successful in YouTube, anywhere in life I want to go, you can make it. There are YouTubers who've done restaurants, YouTubers who have made movies, YouTubers who've become actors, business owners, musicians. You can go anywhere you want once you have the resources that YouTube allows you to have. So eventually a big opportunity came, and I just took the leap.
First of all, that's some nuggets, some wisdom there.
Yeah.
And it's funny that it was like your childhood vision, and now you're pursuing it full steam. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. It's been nice. Like, I'm still broke. So it's like, and most of my money goes towards these really stupid videos. But this last video, I thought it was only going to take a couple hours. I ended up shooting for 30 hours straight.
Oh
my God, wow.
And so basically I was just going through 100 years of canned food, frozen food, and instant food. In the video, I was like, oh, I hope we get this all shot before the sun goes down. The sun goes down. I'm like, oh, wow, this is tough. And then a little bit later, the sun is coming up, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
You said 100 years, so you have like 100-year-old food?
Yes, I did have a 100-year-old can of hot chocolate. I found a unopened 1920s Dutch hot cocoa can.
That's crazy.
It was the grossest thing ever. Oh my fucking god. I hope I don't have a disease.
A 1920s disease.
Yeah,
You
man,
unearthed something.
I know, I got polio now.
I actually don't think they're stupid. I thought the chair one was interesting. I thought the dumpster one was highly engaging. And if you have not seen that
Yes.
video, I watched that from start to finish and I was like,
I
this
appreciate it.
fool is brave. It is hilarious and it is like fascinating. I think it's you can learn something from it. But I guess I have to ask you, was the money planted?
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. There's fucking money in here.
No, I mean, no, the money was not planted. I know it can look like some people accuse me in the comments. They're like, there's no way that was thrown away in those drinks and stuff. And no, I mean, no, it wasn't planted. I'm not a good actor. So if you watch the video, and for those that don't know, it's just a video where I survive only on dumpster diving for 50 hours.
You can actually find a lot of cool things in dumpsters. America throws so much away. It makes me wonder, do you think you could survive solely off of dumpster diving? Well, for the next 50 hours, yeah.
Accidentally kind of became a homeless simulator, didn't it? So I didn't have anything to drink, anything to eat. It was the late night. I went through like 100 dumpsters already, so discouraged. I found money, like only like $3 and a bunch of pesos. But no, it wasn't planted. I don't know why they threw that away, but I was way too excited, and I'm not that good of an actor. So
Is there like anything that maybe like didn't make the cut? Are you ever close to like law enforcement getting involved, especially like when you're in the woods sleeping
Dude,
that night?
I was worried about law enforcement. I went to the bougie park instead of like because I'd rather be woken up by the cops than anybody else. But no, no cops, thankfully. I was kind of surprised by that. There's a lot that doesn't make the cut though. Like there's so much footage. There's sometimes like the chair video had 5 terabytes of data alone.
That is insane.
And so a lot gets cut. There was a decent amount that got cut in terms of the dumpster diving video, but nothing too substantial in terms of the actual story. You know, it was a very interesting experience. I didn't even think that was going to be that great of a video, to be honest. But it turned out pretty all right. I'm glad everybody found it so engaging, I guess.
I told Sean because he was skeptical about the money too. I'm like, if it wasn't pesos, like if it was American dollars, maybe I'd be skeptical. But the fact that it was pesos and like you drove everywhere to try to get it transferred,
dude,
I'm like, this got to be real.
No, I mean, there's a reason they threw that stuff away, man. I couldn't find anybody, man. I literally. That's part of what gets cut, right? You got to make it interesting. It's a montage. I walked around downtown Austin for I think like 5 hours trying to find anybody to exchange pesos, like peso coins to USD. Like anybody. I started asking strangers on the street, like, do you want these pesos? Like it's $7 of pesos. I just need you to give me $4 on Venmo. Nobody would take it, dude.
Well, I know that you do these things authentically, and I think it's crazy. And I also don't think people realize how much work goes into YouTube videos, even on the simplest forms. And there's a lot of judgment towards YouTube, but there's a lot of work and sacrifice sometimes, right?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a ton of sacrifice. You know, I mean, the great thing about YouTube is that if you know what you're doing, almost anything can like succeed. So you really only have to put in as much work as you want to get successful on YouTube. It's very difficult. So you do have to put in a lot of work to get there, but it kind of depends on where you put your hard work in. I do YouTube because I like to experience life, and there's no easier reason to do really stupid stuff than I'm making a YouTube video. You know what I mean? So it's like if I want to experience dumpster diving for 50 hours straight and sleeping in bushes, like it's just also it makes you sound less crazy. You're like, oh, I'm doing it for a YouTube video. Don't worry. You know what I mean? But
sorry.
Yeah, but I like to put that effort in, and that makes it fun for me. But a lot like when you're starting on YouTube, you're alone. It can be very lonely, and you're doing everything like strategy, ideation, editing. Learning how to even talk on camera is a big learning hurdle. Even for people that's kind of natural, there's a lot to learn there. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work, but if you love it, you're gonna do it.
What's like the pre and like the post production process for a YouTube video, especially like with these few that you just released?
It's been very, very interesting because I've been watching YouTube since I was a kid, so I know the style, but before I really took it seriously, I've been doing, filmmaking for almost a decade now. So I took a lot of the traditional media approaches to YouTube, and I'm very glad I did, but they don't always work out in terms of having a successful channel, because if you look at my channel, I only have like 5 videos, and it took basically a year and a half to release 3 of them. And that's because the traditional media approach, you take like years to make a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on YouTube, to be successful, you can be successful only releasing a couple videos a year, but that's way harder. You need to be like consistently uploading. So it varies per person. Every YouTube channel, every YouTube video itself, honestly, can be completely different. But it's essentially everything you would think from the traditional media space just boiled down to the bare essentials, and that's it. You don't need anything else. And so script writing, like, you can have a script. For me, it's mostly bullet points. You know what I mean? What do I think will happen? And it's more of creating a playground for me to play in, because I can't script it. Otherwise, it's staged, and I don't like faking things, right? But I can think when I'm going into, like, there's a couple of videos I'm working on right now where it's like, what do I think will happen? What would I do if that happens? What are some funny situations that I might be able to go try to put myself in and see what happens? It's mostly bullet point stuff, and kind of preparing myself on what to say and what to set up for what I think will be paid off. It's a lot of loose kind of stuff, but you just got to think about it a lot. Editing, there's a lot of stuff I could talk about editing. That's a whole conversation, because I've learned a lot when it comes to editing. But that is also just anything goes with editing. YouTube editing is crazy compared to traditional media.
What I hear you saying is like, you want to continually get better, and then continually find your path, but don't have excuses. Like, just get started, because there really are no rules. There's a framework to live within, but then just explore and push yourself in the direction you want to go.
Yeah, basically, like the number one thing is that if you can't do it with 0 viewers, then you're probably not going to succeed that much.
Ooh.
And that's the main thing, because there's so much to learn from YouTube. There's so much to learn. There's so much strategy involved and all this kind of stuff that you can learn. But if you're not going to do it when you have nobody and you don't have fun doing it, it's so much work. It's so hard to do, on a consistent basis, especially if you have a job and, an outside job from YouTube and all this kind of stuff, that you're just not going to last. You know what I mean? If you can't do it for fun first, you can go into YouTube like a business, like 100%. A lot of people don't do that, and they don't realize, honestly, how much money you can make from treating channels like businesses. So if you're a business person, you can go in and make a faceless channel. You don't have to be a YouTuber. You don't even have to do the voiceovers or anything. You don't even have to edit the videos. You know what I mean? So you can go into YouTube in a different way. But even those guys who are treating YouTube mostly as a business, they are passionate about the business. And so they're doing it whether or not, you know what I mean? So you just have to be passionate. If you're not passionate, you're not going to make it.
That is freaking huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Passion speaks volumes. I mean, just like looking at the comments on your recent videos, it's crazy. All of them said, it's like, I cannot believe you only have like this amount of followers, like with the production value you've put into it.
Yeah, those have been nice. I appreciate those.
Well, especially like the last one, the spicy drive-through one. I mean, that was awesome. I do have to ask, so you got kind of kicked out of Whataburger. Any other locations where you're like, yeah, they were hesitant?
They were actually pretty chill. Wendy's was the most open. Whataburger kicked me out. I don't know why. They were having a team meeting at the beginning, so I think they saw me like through the window. But no, everybody was mostly pretty chill about it. So we'll see if I do it again, if they recognize me and they're like, no, not again, man. Get the heck out of here.
The moment was brilliant where you were like, they can't kick me out, and you just rip up the green screen. I thought that was brilliant.
That was awesome.
That was so well edited and such a priceless like FU moment.
You really start looking at YouTubers, and you're like, wow, these guys are really good. When you can think on the fly of the edit that quick of pace, like in filmmaking, you are thinking of the edit, you're thinking of the performance, how is this going to match together, but YouTube is so much more fast paced. And it's so much more open to, you can literally do anything. Like, you can have the crappiest idea in the world and the crappiest execution, and it works for YouTube, or you can have the best in the world. So whenever you see like top tier YouTubers react, like filming, and they're just reacting, they're like, oh, how am I going to do this? And they just come up with some crazy, it's pretty fun. So when you're in the spot, if you like creative problem solving, and there's like really no rules to it, it can be daunting at first, for sure. I felt that a lot during the dumpster diving video. I was terrified. I was like, this video sucks. I'm not having any ideas. But once you start getting in the groove and you kind of learn your way of doing something, it can be a lot of fun.
What is the most recent movie you've seen?
What is the most recent movie I've seen? Ugh. Technically, this isn't the usual movie I would watch. The documentary about that classic rock group.
Classic.
It's like the Stairway to Heaven.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin. It was
That
a
came out.
documentary about Led Zeppelin. It was good. I liked it.
Next one is what film reminds you most of your childhood?
About my childhood. That is a crazy question, and I have no idea. Probably in a weird way, just because we were absolutely obsessed with it. It would just have to be Star Wars Episode 3.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
20th anniversary.
I know, it's crazy, dude. There's a huge thing going on in Japan. I have friends in Japan that they were trying to go to it. And yeah, it would be Episode 3 because me and my friends, we had like 30 friends. We were all training to be Jedi every single week. We had a tiered program, and we were working each other.
Do you know all 6 moves? Is it 6 or 7?
Oh yeah, the forms.
We
were learning the forms.
Hell
we had the older kids were the masters. We were the Padawans. We got up to knight, and then the older kid was 17 at the time, and he would have the cool Darth Maul lightsaber.
Oh.
And during church, there's a church camp, dude. There would be 30 kids range age 6 to maybe 12 chasing this 18-year-old, and he was just no mercy, just mowing through us, dude. And we'd have battle scars, man. I was bleeding because I got hit in the face so hard, and we didn't care, man, because I felt the soul of Anakin Skywalker coming through me, you know. Yeah, it was a great time. It was a great time. So probably Star Wars Episode 3.
That is a good story. Oh
nice. Okay, the next one is, what's your favorite all-time movie?
I do like modern. I do like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, that one's that one's so good. Well deserved of the Oscars.
Yeah, that one was an amazing movie. Love Interstellar. I'd probably pick Everything Everywhere All at Once over Interstellar. In a way. I don't know. Yeah, I would. Probably that. Back in the day though, it was Zombieland.
Oh, yeah, Zombieland is so good.
Zombie.
I still got that banjo.
Yeah, dude.
But Sean just went to the Interstellar in the theater. They just had the
IMAX
release
10-year anniversary, which is crazy. You just mentioned my favorite all-time movie, which is Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar is close, man. I love Interstellar.
So good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then so lastly, was what film has left the biggest impact on your life?
Biggest impact on my life, man. I will say, in terms of media, Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's not a movie, but I love Avatar.
That's such a good show. Did you watch?
I love Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Did you see Legends of Korra?
I did watch Legends of Korra. Yeah,
it was decent. It was decent. I like the original or the Avatar, but yeah. Yeah,
I mean, obviously Avatar. They're both different. In terms of Legends of Korra, season 1's decent. Season 2 sucks. Season 3 though. Season 3 and 4, and it spoke to me, man. That's awesome. Good. Avatar or Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones, and holy crap, season 8, man. Holy crap, that sucked.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, it's like if you stop at 7, you're probably fine. You don't need
to season 7 is still a little rough, but like that changed my life for the worst. Like, man, I had a vendetta for D&D, man. The showrunners.
Oh man. Yeah.
Well, Alex, thank you so much for joining us. Can you let us know where everybody can find you?
I appreciate it. My channel and handle is all except for Instagram right now because I'm trying to get it, but it's just Alex Onay, so AlexOnay, and that's on everything. I'm mostly on YouTube, but it's YouTube, Twitter, and you'll find my Instagram if you go to those. Instagram handle is complicated to explain.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight here on Shawn Squared. We really enjoyed this conversation. Yeah. We're fans of your channel.
Yeah, actually, I just realized I totally watched them, but I haven't subscribed yet. So look for a new subscriber. I got
you.
Let's
go. We're gonna get 2,000 soon.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'll subscribe immediately.
How dare you, Sean? I can't believe this.
That was awesome. We had fantastic interviews. I still feel bad I don't subscribe. So, Sean, I'm gonna do that right now, and I will see you in the next episode.
See you in the next time. Subscribe.
The infamous gaming chair.
This is the gaming chair, yeah. Been through some stuff.
Yeah.